Many people make journals. Maybe you do. I do. We make things to go in the journals too. Most times it's tags or pockets or all kinds of ephemera. But do we write on them? Do you? Do you write in your journals? I do. But I think you and I could make it easier for ourselves and use all those little tags, little pieces of ephemera. I'm going to tell you about a concept called AMWAP. Sounds funny. It's an acronym, AMWAP. As many wins as possible. And my idea is that this journal that I'm making, I'm going to show you very soon, on every tag or every little piece of ephemera, I'm going to write down one win, small win. And there are different categories the wins can be in. And I mean things like, did you drink the amount of water that you wanted to drink? Did you make something today? That's a win. Did you do the dishes? That's the win. You know, the idea of we could write those things down in a journal. Now this one is my double accordion book journal that I make. It's made with a book cover and then 2 accordion in the inside. So all the little things that I've been making and that I will be making and putting in this double accordion book journal, whether the papers are from Sugar Pepper Press or they're from Amity Bloom or they're just things that are lying around in my craft room. Yeah, see, I made those little tags. Now imagine on the back of each tag a little win, as many wins as possible in this journal. And imagine coming back to it at the end of the month or whenever you're done. So those little things, I'll tell you more about that on Friday, but that's the categories under which you can count your little wins. But these here are tea bag envelopes, and as you can tell, I've been making a lot of them. And I have to confess that I haven't put them together the way they're supposed to be put together. I've added some things, and there are really clear and good instructions that come with the little kits, the tea bag kits. They work. I started doing it the way I was supposed to, and then, well, I guess my creativity got to me, and I was thinking about the concept of creating little wins and using the tags that go with it for that. I mean, you're really supposed to give this, I did it, I gave some away with tea bags in it or a gift card, or I'm wondering whether those little square chocolates would fit in there. I haven't explored that yet because I'm not bringing chocolate home because then I'll just eat it. But anyhow, so I'm making these differently than what they're meant for and how they're meant to be made. But I think it's working out well. I'm using my crocodile to make those toppers for each and putting some ribbon through to tie them closed. Take a look at them. I'll link below to where you can find them on Etsy, but I'm having a ball putting these things together, all the little pieces all over the place. But anyhow, let's getting back to this idea of recording our little wins, as many wins as possible. Imagine if you had a gentle prompt and you could gather every small win you could think of. I'm going to have some for you on Friday. I'll show you how to turn those little moments into whether a pocket or a tag or a fold out. I have this idea of doing a waterfall and putting all the little wins in the waterfall. And obviously, gratitude fits in that too. So if you don't know me, I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living. And Positive Thanks Living, it means something. It's how I want to live, with optimism and with gratitude. So, gratitude, noticing what I'm thankful for and putting those in my journal, that's important to me too. See, you make a pocket out of those two triangles, and then there goes the tag. It gets in there, and you could write on the back of it something that you did today. For example, did you go for a walk? Maybe you don't have the energy for a walk. Well, did you make something? Did you go to your craft space, wherever things are sitting, and cut a little bit of paper? Some days, that's a win. Anyhow, I am having fun not doing it the right way. But it's so pretty. There's so many different ideas. The images are so pretty. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, the little honey circle on. You know, bees are attracted to flowers, get their nectar and everything. Yeah. Folding the little pocket on the outside so that the tags can fit in there, so they're not just hanging willy-nilly wherever they go. And for each of the tea bag envelopes styles, there is a instruction sheet, and then there are the envelope part, and then the little squares and the little triangles to cut out as pockets, and circles. And there's also in each one a sheet of paper. It's like an extra sheet of paper that goes with the envelope. It's not the same, but it coordinates there, if that's the right word. And so I'm making really good use of that, those extra sheets for each tag, because each tag is different, has a different set of papers. Now, I need to put those two tags, and for whatever reason I can't find the backing of the tag, so I'm going to make a new one from a sheet of the matching purple paper, and I want to attach the very narrow ribbon like I did on the other one. Do you ever write down things that you are thankful for, or the little things that you've accomplished? My husband keeps a digital calendar, and in a way, yes, he writes down what he's going to be doing, like appointments and such, but he goes back after things are over and he'll fill in what he did that day. So I call it his to-done list, his to-done calendar. So he'll mark down, that he made phone calls, or that he did visits, or that all kinds of whatever he did in that day. And so he has a record of what he's done for the month. And it's his way of feeling as though, yes, he has accomplished something, even though the month goes by and you think to yourself, what did I do on that day? He looks back at his digital calendar. I don't keep a digital calendar. I like writing, moving my hands over a page with a pencil or a pen. So this sort of journal, it would be simple to pick up, write on one tag, one thing, and then put it back in. Now those little, because I had cut out my own backing for the little tea bag end of the string tag, I needed to make sure that it's trimmed well. And I do two of them, but I only let you see one of them because you get the idea. And plus, if you really want the correct instructions, it's not what you're looking at here. Christine has a wonderfully lucid and easy to follow tutorial on how to make these the proper way. I'll link to her video too, that you can see how she does it properly. These work for my benefit, for what I'd like to do. Yeah, there we go, finished. And I've got a whole bunch of them. Some that still need to be done, but I have the pieces cut out. Now we're going to move on, and I'll show you where I'm going to put this. I want to be able to lift it out, so gluing it down is not what I want to do. Instead, a belly band. I have this vellum. I used it as a band, like a belt, in last week's video on Friday for the Atlas tag holder. So here's the belly band for today, but I'm gluing it onto the page. The glue in my little bottle is called Art Glitter Glue. There is absolutely no glitter at all in that glue. It's the name of the company. Yeah. And it works really well with vellum. I'm holding it down, pressing it, because vellum is sometimes a little tricky. So I'm waiting to give it a little dry time. Yeah. Now this little blue box, I have odds and ends in there. And I'm thinking of how I want to hold this picture on. Therefore, that little clip. So this image is from the Lemon Coast Summer Travel folio. It's a clutch folio. Again, Christine has a video of how to put that together. And this lady who's reading, she caught my eye because a big part of this double accordion book journal that I'm making has to do with books that I've been reading. So I'll be writing down my wins. Sorry, I'm yawning. Pardon me, please. Pardon me. Sleeping at night would be lovely. Yeah. Do you ever have that problem? Just waking up and not being able to go back to sleep? Here, I'm showing you a resource I'm going to give you on Friday also. I've decided I'm going to make the top of every tag different. So to make it easier on myself, I have a list of things to look for. So I'll share that with you next week. Friday also. In addition to the AMWAP or the as many wins as possible categories. I often think when I speak with other women that are of a similar age, sleep is a problem for them too. And we were joking the last time, I can't remember if it was online or in person, but the idea we need to create a club that, the 2 a.m. club, can't sleep. Let's go in the craft room and craft until we get a little more tired, till we feel like nodding off. Now this is from Amity Bloom. It's called Bouquet. It's a new digital she has. And I'm not making this one the way it should be made either. To be blunt, I don't know how it's supposed to go together, so I made something up. She had a video, and she talked about creating envelopes and creating bouquets, and so I made something up, and I knew again I wanted to put little tags in, and that tag would have been too long, so I just folded it in half. Now this item I am going to glue down to a page. Doesn't that look pretty? It's like you'll open up the journal whether you open it page by page or you fold it out. And there's a whole bunch of flowers, along with a place to write. And nobody except you and me would know that that is tucked in there. Now this one is a little bit more like a letter. You'll see as I turn it over. This one I glued. The others I haven't yet. And I put the slit in. I couldn't figure out how to do it otherwise. And I wanted to use the note card. And so I thought, okay, let's just cut a slit and slide it in there. And that's what I did. So I'll be gluing down that envelope, not on that page, further along. What are you working on? Are you making something right now? Is it something small? Or is it a huge journal with lots of parts? Leave a comment below in the comments. I'd love to know what you're making. Are you excited about it, or are you a little concerned? Sometimes we get stuck in the concerned stage, and then it just doesn't ever get done. And we feel sad. I would feel sad. I do have things that aren't done, so don't think that I finish everything. I don't. It's interesting, having to make a video twice a week forces me to just keep creating. Now this is the last thing that I make. And I saw this on a video, some form of this, somewhere. I wish I could remember where I saw it. Now this is one of the backing papers for the envelope, tea bag envelope. And I'm just folding it like a fan. Well, not precisely as a fan, kind of crumpled. But it's going to go on the page in a fan shape. I'm going to glue it down once I've decided that I like the shape of it. And inside, in the pocket that is created by the fan shape, is going to be something to write on. Yes. If I'm going to write down as many wins as possible. So on Friday, I'll tell you where this came from. It grew out, well, I'll tell you now. It grew out of the CrossFit genre. That's the exercise equipment. And it was not AMWAP, it was AMRAP. As many reps as possible, like reps meaning how many times you can do something. Well, apparently somebody it wasn't that long ago, they shifted the focus to as many wins as possible. And I like that one better. Because each of us get to decide what a win is. There we go. There's another pocket. And inside is going to go a little card from the summer Lemon Coast Summer Folio. It's a card that looks like a compass. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to be using all the parts of that digital in ways that they're not supposed to be used either. Oh well. Yep, there it goes in that pocket. Yep. So we'll see you on Friday. I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living, and I welcome you here. I'm so happy you're here. What are you making? Leave me a note. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Let's make stuff together. Take care. Bye for now. See you on Friday.